pace car is off. For the 5th time in his career, Sammy Smith will lead him to green, and we are racing at Watkins Glen.
About Connor Mosack with a strong move to the inside.
That lane choice worked out pretty well for Sammy Smith on the top, already getting to a clean lead. Connor Mosack's going to show his strength early on here as a road course racer. He knows these braking zones and how to challenge them, and he also knows that things get singled out. It gets harder to pass, so these restarts and initial starts are the time to make your moves.
Great side-by-side battle here. Almost bumping with a 17 of Tanner Gray.
Aggressive side drafting there.
Taylor, we talked about Taylor Gray. He had some swagger before the race, so he's here for wins. That's it. He's not full-time in the series, as you see him with Connor Mosack on the inside, door to door.
Tad aggressive here on the initial start for these guys.
Aggressive but impressive there. I don't mean to rhyme, but these guys made it too wide all the way through the bus stop and the carousel. They're still too wide going through turn 6. I don't know that I've ever seen 2 cars make it through the bus stop too wide. That is a very bad place to be sitting.
There it is.
And
there it is right there.
Caution comes out for the first time. You see it there. She's got it fired again.
Man, that was a scary place to be sitting right there in the bus stop where drivers have no visual to the right as that curbing kind of blocks it all. See that lane choice again here, Jamie, the same as the first time around on the outside. So maybe it's not a teammate deal. He's got Tanner Gray down there who's going to shoot it into turn 1 for sure.
Yeah, now Taylor Gray, this is the closest they have been all day. We'll see what Taylor can do in the 17. Mentioned he won the last road course race at Mid-Ohio in this series. But Sammy Smith, he's been tough so far. Green flag back in the air here at Watkins Glen.
We know Taylor's not going to back off. If he can drive it in there beside Sammy Smith, he's going to do it.
Sammy able to get that lead again. Nice arc into turn 1. Uses all the racetrack on exit and a lot of speed down into the S's here.
That was Nick Sanchez who fanned out to the inside trying to make a charge there. Had to lock it up. Almost overran turn 1, which we see a lot.
And I've done a lot.
Nick Sanchez being smart there with Jesse Love that was on his inside in the S's. He kind of let him go. Now he's going to look and show him that bumper into the bus stop. Sometimes that's all it takes to show the bumper. It makes people get offline. Jesse Love did a nice job, though, keeping his car to the left and tied in the bus stop there.
It's the battle for 5th right there between Jesse Love and Nick Sanchez, who's in 6th. And it looks like Raja Caruth in the 6th. He's off the pace, guys.
Right rear tire's down.
That's not what you want to have when you're in a tight points battle like he is with Nick Sanchez. Only 7 points back right now. This is not good.
It happens so far away from pit road, too. Obviously, it takes a long time to get around this racetrack. A quick pit stop, he would stay on the lead lap, but as slow as he is from the top side of the racetrack, I'm not sure he's going to be able to stay on the lead lap. Hopefully he will.
You see Raja, because of that stop, he's back in 3rd, 20 points back.
The important thing is that can he stay in front of our leader, Sammy Smith, for about 4 more laps? Oh, we're just hearing from the ARCA officials that he was too fast entering. He will be posted. He will have to make a pass-through penalty, but I think Sammy may pass him before he gets back around anyway.
Man, that's always hard, Phil. You have an issue like that and you want to do everything you can to be as quick as you can to stay on the lead lap, and you just pour more fuel in the fire there when you have a penalty like that. It's such a hard thing. Look
at this battle for the lead. Taylor Gray all over the back is Sammy Smith as they get around Raja Caruth. 17's looking, he's letting him know he's there.
What a great battle here between these 2 young teenagers.
Be a lot to overcome.
Whoa!
Another moving chicane here, Phil.
That was unbelievable. The onboard footage is so fun. That was Brandon Jones taking us for a ride there. He had a near miss with Connor Mosack, and then the moving chicane, as you guys mentioned, that he went around to the inside.
That was a breathtaking chicane there.
Yeah, this is a tough spot to be in as a driver when you're maybe not quick enough to be in that lead group and you're on older tires. I mean, yeah, Watkins Glen's a smooth racetrack, but tires still matter here. So I think right here you got to do damage control as they go green.
All right, Connor Jones in the 55. The 18 is Sammy Smith. Green flag. It looks like Sammy Smith with a really good start. We've got him fanning out. Love this angle right here. 17, and Taylor Gray tries to almost spins it, but saves it, and it's Sammy Smith regains the lead.
You see what kind of chaos it caused by the 55 restarting up front there.
Brandon Jones taking advantage of that, working his way up to second as Taylor Gray says, I'm going to take that spot, and we'll see if he lays off the side draft this time around.
Yeah, Brandon Jones is used to being in these spots right here. I see the battle down into the bus stop.
Taylor Gray's not taking no for an answer. He's forcing that 17 car in there every time through that bus stop. You don't see that a lot when you're on the outside getting into that. And Brandon Jones realized the 17's pretty good, kind of let him have his hole there, and now Taylor Gray's got to do some work to try to catch up to Sammy Smith again.
Mentioned Greg Van Alst is back on the lead lap. He came in 4th in points and had his work cut out for him. And we have caution out for the 3rd time. We have debris in the inner loop.
Huge break for Raja Karuth. He is the lead car 1 lap down, so he will get the free pass.
Anytime there's a companion race like this, you get so excited as a driver, and it ultimately led to my first opportunity at Bristol. I was racing in front of the Cup guys, and Pat Sui from GM saw me and helped me get my first deal.
And Sammy Smith will bring him down. We're green once again. 12 laps to go here at Watkins Glen.
Sammy gets a great jump every time, but we saw Brandon Jones give a little shove to the 17, which pushed him back to the inside. Going to be a little bit cleaner this time, but still making a challenge on that 18 car.
Ooh. Sammy heard clear from his spotter, and he took it.
Clear enough.
Mostly clear.
As they wind through the S's, it is 11 laps to go. Sammy Smith, Taylor Gray, Connor Mosack, and Brandon Jones, though, back there battling for that 3rd spot. The 81 gets it.
See Daniel Dye looking to the inside of Jesse Love. Now he's on the outside in the bus stop here. We'll see who comes out in front.
Parker Chase back there in the green and white, number 15. Watch him. Time to turn up that wick. See exactly what happened here with Amber Balkin in the 71.
Yeah, the 71 just trying to move inside her and actually got loose and took them both into the outside safer barrier.
Yeah, probably a little wheel hop here for the 71 as he turned down underneath, just lost the rear end, and they were both along for the ride at that point.
Yeah, Amber gave him plenty of room. He just got loose and had to use up more racetrack and unfortunately made contact, and this is the result.
That's good news right there. Christopher Worth, who is a Porsche and BMW instructor at this course, he has crawled out. He looks to be okay. Another look why we're under caution here for the 4th time. Sammy Smith in the 18 has led 35 laps. He has started and restarted on the outside all day long, and it has worked for him. And we are green once again.
See, Taylor Gray had to play a little bit of defense there, kind of block Brandon Jones. Look at Connor Mosack, the 23 car.
Another great start.
Whoa!
Contact there.
Connor Mosack into the fence there. Looked like he had a good restart, good opportunity, and got together with maybe the 81 car, put him out into the guardrail, and that's going to put a big damper on his day.
Yeah, it's going to ruin his day. Meanwhile, though, the 17 is stalking Sammy Smith in the 18.
This is good.
Made up a lot of ground through the S's there, Jamie, and now putting that pressure to him that we've seen all day through the bus stop.
Taylor Gray, as much pressure as he's been putting on Sammy Smith, he has yet to lead a lap today. Can he do it, guys? We've got 4 laps to go here.
We saw him move the leader, Chris Wright, at Mid-Ohio with 1 lap to go.
So he'll do it. He knows he can, he'll put that bumper to him, right?
Unfortunate for Connor Mosack in the 23 as Taylor Gray gets a little aggressive, jumps inside. We've got a caution out for the 5th time.
Oh, man.
Rita Thomason once again stopped on the racetrack.
Remember, they'll go back to the previous loop to see who was ahead at that point. Yeah, I think it could go either way at this point.
You know, Taylor Gray kind of shot his, went ahead and I don't even know how to say it. He used his shot. He used it up right
He
there.
took his shot. He took his shot.
Yeah, you normally you say I'm going to shoot my shot. I don't know how to say that in a different tense, Phil. I'm struggling with my language here, but he showed his cards, I guess I could say, in that corner, because that was a move I didn't see coming. Coming off of turn 6, he was set up to the right and took that dive bomb into 7. The 18's going to be the leader here, according to NASCAR or to ARCA here. And to me, that's really tough for Taylor Gray, because Sammy Smith is likely not to give him that opportunity again in turn 7.
So Sammy Smith, restart on the outside, Taylor Gray on the inside, Brandon Jones in the 81, and Nick Sanchez. Green and white flag together in the air. Next flag will end this race. Who will it be?
Contact! There they are, Trevor. You talked about it.
Wow. I didn't see it playing out that way, Phil. I thought those two up front were going to be able to battle it out, but now we've got Nick Sanchez and Brandon Jones, who have not been in the lead all day long, leading this race, while Sammy Smith and Taylor Gray have maybe taken themselves out for the win.
How about that? Sammy Smith has dominated this race, and I mean dominate. He's led 39 laps, gets together with Taylor Gray on the final restart there. They're shuffled back just a bit. Brandon Jones, Nick Sanchez up front, but it's Brandon Jones now in the 81.
Nick Sanchez, your point leader, he wants to win this race. He's got a close enough shot here coming into the last 2 quarters of the race to take his stab at winning this thing.
You get the most points if you win, right?
That's exactly right.
Brandon Jones has 2 wins on the season already. Remember, he's just a part-timer. He's full-time Xfinity. He's leading this race right now. But Nick Sanchez behind him. He's already won 3 times this season. Momentum on his side. Can Nick Sanchez get around the 81? Doesn't look like he can do it. Brandon Jones, for the 3rd time this season, wins it at Watkins Glen.
Wow, what a big moment on that restart for the 2 leaders. Sammy Smith finishes 5th after almost having a perfect day, and Brandon Jones, with his experience, takes advantage of the opportunity, doesn't lead a lap all day long, and comes home with the checker flag.
But Trevor, you called it. We talked about Nick Sanchez watching those 2 guys up front. They had got together earlier before that caution came out, and that's exactly what happened in turn 1.